By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Titans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. In motion right is Hopkins.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Willis. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
18, Pioneer.
Slot man moves right.
Warriors 70.
On 2nd down, Donald. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Cup 19, Cup 19. 60 Vices, 60 Vices. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, go.
Play action, Willis. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for. He'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go now.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick six on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. I've got 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. This defense for the Titans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the up.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 18 Cardinals. Mustang 19. 70 Rangers.
In motion goes the tight end. First and 10, Willis. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back and He's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw again on second down, Willis. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Third down, it's Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McIntyre, right's got it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McIntyre. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of.
Touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum. make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
18, Rodney. Move it, 19. 19, Tiger, 19.
First and 10, it's Willis. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On second and a long way to go. Willis. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Muscle burst right there.
On first down, McIntyre. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position. And this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now Willis. And that is incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it. And this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football, because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turn the ball over to the other offense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw. McIntyre. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
70 Rangers. Buffalo 18.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
19 right.
The man in motion left here, Johnson.
18, pioneer.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Ready, ready. Cowboy 80.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strike.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 38-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him.
Touchdown, Titans! Chigakakwo, 36 yards. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And oh, it's blocked. The Texans have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it, because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Ready up. Panther 60, Panther 60. Come back in, come back in.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Back to the air on second down. McIntyre. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion.
79 Broncos.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play, because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Queen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 20. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. throwing on first down. McIntyre. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
19 tight. Mustang 19. 70 Ranger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
That is caught inside the 5. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Unlock line. Unlock. 18 Cardinal. 18.
Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So that now 6 touchdowns for him on the ground here so far this year, Charles. And it's week 3. What kind of a season might he be embarking on?
Well, we both know it helps to have fresh legs early. And they're going to ride him a lot as this year goes on. But one other thing to keep in mind, as you keep having success, you actually have built up some momentum. Your body responds to that as well. So I see no reason for this to slow down anytime soon.
Okay.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well,
we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Cowboy 80. Check, contact, check, contact.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. He's going to air one out. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hurt. Come back team. Go street.
4th down, Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Give left side for Pierce. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. About 3 yards there to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off play action. McIntyre. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans just continue to roll. Point after, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnover.
There he goes, right side. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point safely through. And that will cut this lead down to 25. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 3 quarters in the books. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They go again with Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Handoff left side, Pierce. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On third down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Check. Trap 60. Ready?
Willis, fourth down, has to have it. That's to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Willis now off of play action. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
70 Ranger.
On second down now. Donald, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Buffalo 18.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
19 right.
Henry again on second down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On second down, Donald, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
Let's go now. 70.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Come back in. Come back in. Panther 11. Panther 11. 69.
Willis will try and throw for this. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did